Hello, I'm William Gallagher and this is the 58 Keys Writing Workshop set of videos. I'm a writer, you're a writer. We talk about a writing thing. I tell you how I happen to write things, what I think about a writing topic, and then you, please, disagree with me in the comments. It has to be that way. Otherwise, it's just me jabbering on. What is the point? Writer to writer, let's have a conversation and put off writing for a bit. Today, writing retreats. Now this is an odd one, and this one I really need you in the comments because I have never been on a writing retreat, and yet I seem to have opinions about it. I'm actually kind of planning one. That's why it's on my mind at the moment. As I record this, sometime around October, it's possible I can have a few days away, like a weekend and a Monday and Tuesday off, and I'm going to go away from here, go away from my office, possibly to Bath. I feel like revisiting the Jane Austen Museum. I mean, I feel like writing somewhere nice. You see, already I break it. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not here to recommend writing retreats per se. I mean, not a particular one. I'm not trying to sell you one. I'm sorry, I'm not inviting you to Bath. But the thing with writing retreats, they sound fantastic for the very good reason that they can be fantastic. But I want to talk to you about them because there's a problem in the fantasticness of it. As I record this, right, it's actually August, so I'm looking quite far ahead for me. October. There is a possibility that in that kind of time, in that situation, particularly when things are busy with other stuff, that you can be thinking, well, I know I'm not writing today, but I will be in October. I've got that whole 5 days, is it? 4 days for it. That's going to be it. That's it. Build up to that. And then it comes and something happens and you can't go to it. This is actually possible with me. I may not be able to do it. I should book somewhere. That'll help me stick with it. And that's, well, I mean, obviously that's going to be disappointing. It's not end of the world type stuff, but it also means you weren't writing on the way up to this. It also means, well, you're kind of behind on things. I mean, it's not like there's a rule of how much you should write and things, but you will feel like you're behind on your writing and that you've just been robbed of the great moment, the great retreat you're going to write in. And then there's this. Nothing stops you going. You go and you don't write. I mean, there are times when you can't, right? And there are times when what you write is absolute shite altogether. Okay, and there you are. You've possibly paid a lot of money. I mean, I'm self-organizing this, so it'll be a Travelodge hotel or an Airbnb or something. But if you go on a professionally organized writing retreat, it can be an extremely expensive thing. And there you are. It's just for whatever reason, you're not in the place to write. And again, you've been putting it off, thinking, all right then, building this up. And a bit of you is extraordinarily conscious of every pound or every dollar or whatever it is that you've spent on this. It is possible to turn a writing retreat into a really miserable experience. So don't. First step, in my opinion, and goodness, it's suddenly creaky and windy here. First step, in my opinion, and what I am going to do is screw this waiting to write then. Write every day. Easy to say, hard to do. Write even a little bit. Have it so that it is not the big thing waiting for you to come. It's a continuation of what you're doing anyway. Keep the writing muscle going. That might be part of it. Keep working away as much as you can. And then when you get there, it would be brilliant if there's like a release and you're able to write so much more and it is as good as you need, and all your other concerns, all your other pressures are just a little bit away. There's a gorgeous, gorgeous thing called in astronomy called a Lagrange point. I think of this a lot. A Lagrange point is, easiest example is there's the line between the Earth and the Moon, right? There's a point somewhere along there where the gravitational pull of the Earth is precisely equaled by the gravitational pull of the moon, like the tiny moon, the big Earth, but still there is a point. And in that point, absolute stillness. You've got all these forces raging around you, but there, Lagrange point, still. I love that thought. I use it actually in all sorts of, I was going to say dramatic ways, in ways to do with drama and my own writing for it. A writing retreat can be a Lagrange point, and that is Wonderful. If, though, you've done all this writing, you've kept going, you get there, and for whatever reason, nothing's coming, or what's coming is absolute shite altogether, be okay with it, right? Easy to say again, harder to do, but the fact that you are away from all of your normal pressures is in and of itself good for you and your writing. You will be thinking, you can't help but think. You will come away refreshed, hopefully. If you come away refreshed and having thought of things and no pages written, it's a shame, but it's okay, right? Just don't be hard on yourself, I think is this. Give yourself a break in two senses here. But on the other hand, if you do get to write something, the odds are, I think, free of those pressures, that kind of bottleneck of pressures released and you're here in this place, I think you're going to write well, but I also think you're going to write differently. You are going to be in a different space physically and mentally and all of this stuff, and there will be other things going on around you. My trip to the Jane Austen Museum, for example, it's not necessarily, it is a distraction from the writing, it is trying to take up time, but it's also kind of fuel that I can't get here, fuel that I can get there. A writing retreat can be a great thing, even if it is really ultimately just a retreat. Now, I hope it's both. I hope you do get to write amazing things and come away just effusive about what you've done. But don't put too much pressure on yourself, or it will. I think it will go badly. The thing is, I feel there's such a risk. When you've built it up and then it doesn't happen, or what you've written is just no good at all, I think it can put you off writing. You're not going to go back home and carry on writing if it went badly, but you might if it goes brilliantly. That's what I want for you. If you have any advice, though, about writing retreats and how to handle them, also, I suppose, actually, where to go. And there are organised ones. I have no opinions about this. I once talked to Arvon about actually doing a kind of guest lecture thing at a talk, and Arvon's a UK thing. They put you up in a house, loads of you together. It's very collegiate. It looked great. I think it's expensive, and I've never been on one. The lecture thing didn't work out, and I've never attended. So let me know what you think of Arvon, or what else is going on wherever you are in the world, and let's have a proper relaxing chat about it in the comments. But in the meantime, that's it for this 58 Keys writing workshop video. Thank you very much for watching. Now take care of yourself. Write more. Don't hold back and wait. Write more as much as you can. And I'll see you soon.